What's up? This is a market recap for July 9th, 2025. As you can see, today we played bullish, creating an all-time high barely, and then falling off of it. If we go down to the hourly time frame, we can see that this run up here that happened after market open took out Tuesday's high, Monday's high, the weekly high, and then all-time highs over here. Mind you, we just swept it barely, but we did take it. We then fell off completely, undid everything we did in the early moments of market open. And then for the rest of the day, lunch and PM session, we kind of just meandered upwards. If we go down to the 15-minute, you can see that we started the move at 9 o'clock, but then we really kicked it into high gear once we hit 9:30, just driving straight through all these liquidities here. Getting to this one, as you can see, not even trying to close above the high, kind of just sticking our toes up there, and then tipping all the way over, coming to take out these lows down here. And then from there, lunch didn't do anything. And so if you were waiting for 2 o'clock for the FOMC, you saw this big move here, taking out this high, and then we kind of just meandered our way higher from there. Now in 5 minutes, given there's a whole lot of nothing today, so that's why I'm flying through it. Market opens, we run up, sweep all-time highs, barely, don't even try to close a wick up there, not even on the 5 minute. We then come all the way down. This move started by the macro and ended by this macro. Took out these lows here, once again, not even trying to stick a body down there, just wicking it out. And then lunch does nothing. We go up a little bit, but that's not a notable amount. We then take out this low right before FOMC. FOMC happens. We run up above this high, consolidate a little more. And then for this macro, we run up before we consolidate until the end of the trading day. Now, if we go on the 1 minute time frame, we can see I was playing bullish today. However, I was expecting, with this SMT here, I was expecting price to come up and take out this Tuesday high over here. But after that, I was expecting price to sweep it and then come down below these lows to allow for people to get in long at a discounted price. But as you can see, price just took off. There's no retraces in this whatsoever. Finally, we take out all-time highs, put in an SMT during the macro. I liked this. On a normal day, I would have taken it 100%. I would have taken it short. But because of FOMC, obviously did not take it. I also, once we got up here, usually the macros are where the nice price action is, right? Nice big expansions, respecting fair value gaps and whatnot. But the past couple of days, I mean, look at this macro. There is 2 new lows made, an expansion up, disrespect of a fair value gap, disrespect of an inverse fair value gap. I mean, it's kind of just a mess. So SMT of highs starts the decline. If you're looking on ES, which is what I would have taken it on, given that ES did not make this high, which is showing weakness. And at this point, after barely sweeping all-time highs, we're definitely having a bearish bias in mind for the next hour or so. But then we get an SMT of these lows, which then causes this retrace up. And I know this has taken a couple people out. It's kind of just unfortunate. I was watching ES and I was doing a mock trade, right? I entered off this SMT, but on ES. And I saw NQ meandering upwards, and I say, oh, great, right? We're just going to start consolidating again, given this price action here, and just us banging around all-time highs. I was expecting us to completely consolidate for, well, the entire day up here. But the macro indeed did tip us over. We then very quickly, quicker than I expected, came all the way down to equilibrium. And then my finals, so on this short on ES, which will be trade of the day on my Instagram, profit 1 would have been equilibrium, profit 2 would have been these lows here, and then finals would have been these lows here. So all those would have gotten hit very nicely. And then this macro pushes us up. Again, lunch does nothing. We have an SMT here, which pushes us up a little higher, taking out these relative equal highs. But then after that, horizontal again, another SMT right before FOMC, which then pushes us up above this high. We then consolidate, wait for this macro, shoot up, and then consolidate from there. So really not much happening today. Huge run up to start. No way you could catch this unless you were in it before market open. And then SMT's up here and whatnot. A little wick here that knocked a couple people out. And then a big rocket all the way down, taking out everything that we had done in the early morning. And then we just kind of chopped upwards for the rest of the day. Now going into the future, I do not believe that ES made highs here. But I do think that that SMT has already been served, given that it dropped us all the way down here, which then put us into another SMT, which is bringing us higher. We'll have to see how the price action is, but so far I don't like this price action for as far as bullish strength goes. Now we'll see what happens overnight, whether we show a lot of weakness coming off this low, coming off this high, or if we shoot up. It really depends. I don't like that we had SMTs at all-time highs, but I do think that those will go away at some point. Now, whether that's tomorrow or not, I can't say. I'd have to see what overnight gives us. But yeah, a quick one today just because wasn't really much from the markets. So this has been your market recap for July 9th, 2025.